While searching for signs of weaponized protomatter, one of our long-distance research probes made a most curious discovery. It found a Class M planet at the heart of the Gonkra Nebula. That's not the most exciting news, however. The probe detected the presence of sentient life on the planet. The biosigns were very similar to our own. It is possible that we have discovered a lost tribe of Lukari. We're going to investigate, and we'd like some backup. The probe went offline rather suddenly after detecting the planet. These people might not be very friendly. Very little on this sector is known to us or our allies. We have recently established contact with the sector's most prominent inhabitants, the First Federation. They are somewhat enigmatic, but encouraging, especially where Tranya is concerned. I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact. Curious. Perhaps they might respond more favorably to a familiar face. May I open a channel? Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K. of the LSS Reskava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us. I'm not certain. Wait, they're locking weapons. I don't understand. The Reskava did nothing to provoke this attack.
Alien vessels, this is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kentari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities and ask you to do the same. There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
The Kentari. They survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kenta and make it here. Incredible. Historically, Kentari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are. 14 sacred trees of Lukari. The Kentari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street? That Kentari on the street looks quite ill. Reading high levels of toxic chemical emissions in the area. They still use unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable. How peculiar. The doors here have built-in filtration systems. What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store? It's full of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge others to withstand it. Does that fluid look off to you?
Enemy target on center.
I've never seen this level of setting. Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. That's barbaric. There are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Kill the Lukari and her alien lackey!
Hatred for Lukari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature.
The lunar colony is providing just enough food to support the Kentari population at current consumption levels. The government has launched a new farm labor program aimed at increasing food production and adding new jobs. The program is expected to launch prior to the beginning of the next crop cycle on the colony. The structural integrity of several housing blocks has been called into question by independent analysts. Ministers of the building authority deny any cause for concern as tower extension projects aimed at elevating the blocks above the smog level have commenced. The smog business epidemic is on the rise. If you find a citizen collapsed on the street, call the nearest medical station. When you purchase breathers, make sure you provide for your children before you provide for yourselves. We must secure the future. Yitnan Moon, number 41 of the South Capitol Steel Vendors, received an award from the Office of the Prime Minister for charitable service yesterday. After the team's victory over the North Capitol Forgers, Ren celebrated by purchasing gold bay breathers for each fan in the stadium.
The Capitol building is a short distance from here.
Asteroid mining in the system has revealed a new mineral. Its primary use lies in power generation, and it could serve as a high-energy alternative to chemical and atomic fuel sources currently in use. The Kentari Energy Consortium has secured initial rights to harvesting the mineral known as ardenite. Contrary to reformist propaganda, smog levels are stable and decreasing in some quadrants. Yes, construction teams are receiving contracts, but this will lead to job creation and affordable housing throughout Kentari City. Remember, as upper floors are bought and moved into, the lower floors are made available to others at affordable rates. Looking for an 80th floor view? Soon you'll be able to get one. United, we are strong. Recent studies on the connection between unprotected breathing and the so-called smog sickness were inconclusive. Many of the planet's population never wear breathers, and none have been diagnosed with the disease. Remember, eat well and work hard. Staying strong is the only true way to keep from getting ill. Baranu, the Beast Moody, number 15 of the colony feeders, has received more criticism for speaking out against the owners of the various planetary teams. Moody continues to state that the team owners are subjecting the players to horrible living conditions, while the owners all live in penthouse suites. Multiple players have gone on the record that their living conditions are fine, and they are not being bribed to make these statements. A boycott on all Beast souvenirs is still in effect in most cities, though Moody has yet to be suspended by the Sporting Guild.
Even here, the poor huddled in misery. What? Another attack? Is that the last of them? Let's go inside. The Kentari have some explaining to do. Well, this place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Welcome to New Kentari. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people. I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better, and the traditionalists, who cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with them. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lukari, as a threat to their existence.
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. And the Lukari? Dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned. And more dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right. About all of you.
Minister Pentaro is in charge of planetary security. It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic. The idea of working with aliens, with Lukari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue with outside parties.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
You're not wrong, Captain. And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders? Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
I believe you. Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Saving their ships might build some trust with the Kentari. By the Tzenkethi on the Kentari moon, along with numerous Tzenkethi life signs and several proto-matter signals. We'd better hurry. They may be preparing to detonate more bombs.
Get to the moon and stop those bombs, now! I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lukari.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Increase power to weapons! Hit it with everything you've got!
Tzenkethi shields are weak to stay tight. Watch out!
Our shields can't take more of this! Keep fighting, no matter what!
Below 50%.
We're too late! They're running away!
We detected some sort of intense energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
A likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
Calm yourself, Kentari, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able.
Alliance vessels, your interference ends here.
initiate the restoration procedure. Protomatter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now. Something is wrong. Everything just stopped. Why? I don't understand. I checked the settings myself. That moon should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite. Alright, let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments. Curious. Someone made adjustments to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lukari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work. I hate to say it, but I believe one of the Kentari observers made those adjustments.
Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise. I could use some assistance. Kentari, cover me while I secure the protomatter. Cover me while I secure the protomatter. I'm taking fire here. Help!
They just don't know when to quit, do they?
I'm taking fire here. Help! us is unwise. Very unwise.
Oh, automata secured. We're safe. Those were traditionalists. I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well. I've locked out access to everyone but you and me. We can make things right without any interference once we return to our ships. All systems are online. We're ready to go. Initiating restoration process now. Protomata matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you. Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar. Alien vessels! Surrender or be destroyed!
Forced my hand. You and your pathetic Lukari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy. Exile was too good for the Lukari. We should have wiped you out.
Not everyone in the Defense Force is loyal to Kentaro. Was a traditionalist for some time. I thought he placed the people before his personal interests. He was wrong. His madness nearly killed us all. And for what? Pride, hate, and fear. I wish to formally apologize and thank all of you in person. Under the circumstances, we should meet on one of your vessels. The Rescava, if you're agreeable.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us. Diplomacy is part of a captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge. Welcome to the Rescava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentari and Lukari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
Starfleet intelligence has learned that Martok, the former Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is alive. Quite a revelation. Until now, everyone thought he was killed in a duel with the current Chancellor on Kronos. Martok is being held in a Sona facility in the Briar Patch. Officially, it's a research facility built to study metaphasic radiation. In reality, it's a high-security prison used to hold political prisoners. General Rodek is leading a covert rescue operation in the Briar Patch. Meet with him there and help him bring Martok home.
Gavan, your assistance on this mission is appreciated. Martok is being held here. The Sona facility is a farce, and their true masters are the cowardly Vek of House Torg. They hold their enemies here and deny them a warrior's death. I intend to show them the price of their dishonor. Begin by jamming the Sona comm signals. Should we encounter any Sona patrols, eliminate them quickly before they can summon reinforcements. The pockets of Metreon gas may be of tactical use to us. A well-placed volley could ignite them. Timed right, they can become our weapons. Metreon gas has a 4-kilometer blast. Good. All sorts of conditions of gas. Local conditions are blocking long-range sensors. The Sona have no idea. Martok's wife wanted the but House Torg knows her best. time for stealth has come. We will infiltrate the sauna facility in disguise. I will be wearing the uniform of House Torg, and your away team will be my prisoners. Yes, that is why it will succeed. Beam to my ship, and we will take a shuttle to the prison. The maximum security area lies ahead. Follow my lead, and we will infiltrate the cell block where they are holding Martok. Remember, you are prisoners. Stay within the red lines, obey all commands, and do not engage the guards until I give you the signal. See all those turrets? If you step out of line, they are prepared to remind you of your place.
Five more lifers! What did you idiots do to earn such dishonor?
Not my concern. My concern is to bring them here now.
Fair enough. I have plenty of time to find out. Go straight ahead to processing. What a miserable bunch of Bartok! Get these convicts out of my sight!
Watch for patrols. We may need to fight them on the way out.
Prisoners to the back wall for processing! I don't see anything about 5 new prisoners.
Not my concern. Should I tell Torg that you are not ready to receive them?
That won't be necessary. We'll process them. Sign here.
We've come for the butcher! Bring me Martok!
Patience. We're out processing him now. You, take these convicts to their cells and be quick about it.
Quick. Right.
Move along, convicts. Don't make me ask you again. Move along, convicts. Don't make me ask you again.
Torg is allied with the Tzenkethi. There is no end to his dishonor. Martok defeated many Tzenkethi in close combat. It is why they call him the Butcher.
Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new. What of it?
Well, put those convicts in their place, and we can get some blood wine after our shifts. Give me a reason to break you, Pata. We have lots of time to play.
Martok, we've come for you!
Have you now? Wait, I know your face. One of Moog's sons fights under Torg's banner? Disappointing.
Moog? I am Rudik, son of Ragnar, an ally of your house, old man. This is no time for talk. Arm yourself before the guards.
What is this? Explain yourselves!
Isn't it obvious? I'm leaving, you piece of Bartok.
I think the Tzenkethi disagree with you, Martok.
Miserable Takek.
There is no escape from you, You will answer for your crime.
Fight now! For the Empire!
Good. If I am to die, I will die in battle. Something on your mind? I fought Jempak, felt his blade strike home, and died the death of a warrior. Until Torg and his doctors bring me back. He denied me honorable death, denied me the halls of Stovokor, and locked me away like so much Baktag. He has much to answer for. Time is critical here. What would you ask? The metaphasic radiation. It's why Torg keeps us here. He can beat us to the edge of death, then let the radiation slowly restore us to health. He is as cruel as he is dishonorable. Time is critical here. Torg boasts about it often. He wants to replace Jempak as Chancellor, and he allied with the Tzenkethi to do it. For some reason, he thinks they can beat us this time. Idiot! In return, Torg pledged to keep the Empire out of Tzenkethi affairs, and to turn me over to them. They still hate me for my victory at Tzenketh 3. Time is critical here. What would you ask of me? There is another here who deserves that honor. A friend, and a warrior born. His cell is not far. We will liberate him. There's nothing unwise about adding a strong arm to your ranks. The console to the left controls the door. The one to the right controls the turrets. Override it, and friend becomes foe. Ha! There he is, across the way.
Martha, this warrior speaks. Tell me now.
What of it? The war is over, and he has earned my respect. Come out. We have work to do.
I stand ready to fight. Who's this?
This is Rodek, son of Nagra.
Well met. I am First Kavakara, and I am...
I know the rest, Jemina. Martok speaks for you. That is enough for me. Time to go.
Jailbreak in progress. Security protocol red.
They have locked down the facility. Their doors will not stop the charges I brought along, however. We can blast our way back to the elevator.
Those charges can be of use in other ways. Torg has been running the pathetic remains of his house from this place. Blowing up critical targets within it will hinder him greatly.
Alert. Jailbreak in progress. Security protocol red.
Torg's office lies beyond this door. If we're lucky, he'll be in it. Until I run him through, that is. If he's not there, destroy his private computer. He stores all of his critical data on it. Losing it will weaken him considerably. We forge on until we reach the main security office. From there, we can override the rest of the turrets and take out the alarm system. Use the console by the door to override them. Take care of the rest at main security. Remember, Torg's lackeys and his new Tzenkethi friends will try to stop us. Be sure to stop them first.
Alert. Jailbreak in progress. Security protocol ready.
Jailbreak! Open fire! Now!
What are those alarms? Menon, why aren't you reporting in?
Torg's up, but no Torg.
Yes.
I was hoping to spill his
stand,
blood all over
to
this
fight,
new battle.
to be Klingon.
For now, we settle for property damage. Set your charges. The most recent file is a bill of sale for some sort of large torpedo. Interesting. Torg bought it from the Tzenkethi. Doesn't say what kind of torpedo it is. Must be new. And powerful, considering the amount he paid for it.
Progress. Lethal force deauthorized.
This will hurt Torg. At least, until I kill him.
It's him! The butcher of Tzenkethi! Kill him!
Main security is ours. Override the turrets and set your charges. We have business elsewhere. That should take them a while to repair. Security is down.
Did you hear those explosions? This way!
You! I should have known not to trust you!
The Butcher still lives! Unacceptable! Bring me his head, now! Witness the strength
We were
of
all
a true
taken through here to an
Jem'Hadar.
exercise area. As we passed, I saw a Sona engineer working on these panels. They control power to the cell doors, all of them. Blow up the panels, and all the prisoners go free. I expect they will be eager to settle accounts with their guards.
Keep moving. Almost there.
All enemies of the Empire will fall! It's time to evacuate. When we reach the roof, our ships can pick us up.
The elevator's offline. How will we escape?
We will use a grappling device to reach the rooftop. Once we're out, we will deactivate the solar shield generator to clear a path.
This is highly unorthodox.
Yes, an audacious plan, worthy of a true Klingon warrior. You honor your house and mine. When we are free of this place, we have much to discuss. I see the warriors of House Torg and Tzenkethi have come to test us. Fill the halls of Grathor with their souls!
I told Lady Sorella that I would bring you home, Marta. I am totally honored.
Sent a pack of filthy Karoots to fight us. Good. I can use the exercise.
Now I know why Jem'Hadar wished to meet Klingons when they crossed the anomaly.
Fight on! Send them all to Grathor!
Fight well, Alliance.
Enemy forces are larger than expected. The battlefield is ours. Now we must destroy the sonar shield generator to clear the way for our ships. Rodek, the core. The shield is down. Prepare to extract.
Martok! You call yourself a warrior? A leader? I call you a coward and a butcher! I will avenge your victims!
I think not, Tzenkethi. Not while I live.
Jem'Hadar, weakling! Go now and join your changeling guards!
No!
Butcher! This ends here! Now! No trial! No mercy! Only your death!
Many have tried to kill me and failed, Tzenkethi. Come and add your name to the list.
Klingon filth! We're not finished here!
Yes, we are.
I will take Martok with me to the core. Perhaps after the battle he can explain some of the strange things he said in his cell. For now, the enemy waits for us in the stars. Are you ready to meet them in battle?
enemy is near. We are outnumbered, but my crew got a signal to our allies. Reinforcements should arrive soon.
There is no escape for you, Patak. But you are not going to die today. Oh, no. You will be taken alive. Martok will be delivered to the Tzenkethi, and the rest of you will spend your days in a place that makes Rurapente look pleasant. Perhaps when I am Chancellor, I will have them sing songs about you, Martok, so that Klingon children will know what failure is.
The blood of my heir is on your blade, Org. It will be avenged.
If your blood is stained my blade, it will barely stain my blade.
Old words for a cowardly traitor. Say them to my face. Give him a spine. Torg! I claim the rights of vengeance. Face me in battle, or I'll kill you where you stand.
I'll take pleasure delivering your corpse to the Tzenkethi. What's left of it, anyway?
I claim command of this vessel. Any objections? No? Then make ready for battle.
Hostile vessels, you have invaded solar space and attacked without provocation. These are acts of war. I implore you to surrender while you're still able. We may show you mercy where our allies will not. We are still close friends with the Dominion. You would be wise.
What do you know? Other than the taste of their boots on your lips.
I'm not dead yet, Butcher, but you will be, and so. Reinforcements are here.
General Rodick, I do hope you have my husband with you, preferably intact.
Target.
I am Worf, son of Moog, Gintok to the House of Martok. The House of Torg must not be allowed to survive this day.
Let us darken the stars in the blood of our enemies.
Zero Martok has killed 4 of the Starfleet.
Chance to regain the honor I lost in that cell. I will not forget it. For now, I shall return to Kronos with my wife, the warriors of my house, and the sons of Moog. It is time for their house to be restored, if they wish it.
It has been a day of victory, and yet I am troubled. These things that Martok says, that I am a son of a different father, brother to a warrior I barely know, that I lived the life of another man. There is much I have to learn. Now is not the time. I must return Martok to Quartos before the enemy regroups. Until then, fight well.
Klingon political intrigues are never boring, that's for sure. It's my understanding that Martok isn't going to pursue the Chancellery, which should make a number of people in the Empire sleep a little easier. The Klingon Civil War is something best avoided. Trust me. Martok has considerable experience dealing with the Tzenkethi, and has offered his services to the Alliance in that regard. There's a good chance you haven't seen the last of the General. We recently received a distress signal from the USS Forrestal, a ship we thought was lost in the Nexus back in 2332. We sent the USS Madison out to investigate, but they haven't checked in for some time. Considering the Nexus is involved, they could be in trouble. The Madison's last known position was in the Rotanev system. Meet with the USS Challenger there to investigate the situation. Her captain has some experience with the Nexus.
Good to see you again. Looks like the two missing ships are here, although they're both in a disabled state. Neither of them have responded to our hails. That's entirely possible. Even minimal exposure to the Nexus can be pretty disruptive to ship systems. I think we should take a closer look. Things could be worse than our initial scans have indicated.
Apologies. This ship's taken some damage here. Short-range comms are barely working, and we're experiencing widespread systems failure on all decks. Our Nexus defense screen's overloaded, and we were exposed to a full blast. We're lucky to be here. We could use your help.
Something's not right here. I worked on the Nexus Defense Screens project, and a catastrophic failure like that seems unlikely. In an overload situation like she described, the ship wouldn't be disabled. It'd be destroyed.
Scanning in progress.
Whatever they fired just disrupted most of our systems. We're sitting ducks over here. Most of our systems out. We're running on emergency power. I think we'd better get over there and find out what's going on while we still have a functioning ship between us. Meet me at these coordinates on Deck 10. Looks like someone activated the security system on this deck. Fortunately, I know a thing or two about that system. The console here is offline, but there should be a functional one nearby in a holodeck. From there, we can access the system and shut the fields down. This holodeck's damaged. Let's try the next one. All right, let's get to work. With luck, we should be able to bypass the system and drop those... Wait. Someone's loading up a holodeck program in here, and I've got a feeling it's not for R&R.
Activating Program Barclay, 42 Epsilon. Safety protocols are disengaged.
Please, help us! The Borg are everywhere!
The program's locked. We'll have to survive the battle to leave. Last wave, unless they change the program.
Oh, thank you. If there's anything I can do to repay you, anything at all.
That's definitely a Red Barkley program. Let's get back to business. We'd better bypass security before they send more sparring partners to deal with. Okay, that did it. Security systems are down on this deck, and they won't be putting us into another holodeck scenario anytime soon.
This is Commander Tobias. Please I repeat, if you can hear this, come to 10 forward at once. There's... Our defenses just dropped. We require your... They are closing on us. Hurry. It won't be long before they attack.
Someone's jamming that signal. We'd better get to 10 forward.
Thank you for coming. The Madison has been taken over by hostile forces, and we are in dire need of assistance. We responded to a distress call from USS Forrestal, long thought lost to the Nexus. As we closed to assist, the Madison was struck by a potent beam of psionic energy. It disabled the ship and left us vulnerable to attack. Mind-controlled members of the Forrestal's crew then beamed over and took control of this vessel. We few are all that remain free. An alien of tremendous psionic ability, formerly trapped within the Nexus. We believe it lured the Forrestal there in an escape attempt, which failed. Somehow, it was able to break free when the Nexus recently returned. Though powerful, there are limits to the alien's ability. The combat with your ship has weakened it considerably. Now is the time to strike. The controlled crew are bound to attack again soon.
Picking up transporter signals, multiple contacts. We've got incoming.
Enemy contacts inbound.
Looks like we bought ourselves a little time. We should discuss our next move soon. You might talk with some of the survivors here for more information as well. Your call.
Ensign Seitel, security. Your arrival is most fortuitous. Our numbers have dwindled considerably since the enemy's initial assault. Until your arrival, I calculated our odds of survival at 4,286 to 1. Difficult to fully assess at this juncture. However, I am willing to state that our odds have improved considerably. If all of you were psionics, our odds would be even better. The alien is quite ineffective against those with mental abilities.
Ensign Rana, engineering. Sorry for staring, Captain LaForge. Your work on transwarp theory was required reading at the Academy. I never thought I'd actually meet you. Wish it were under different circumstances. Right. Well, they hit main engineering first. If you're going down there, be on your guard. Several of us tried to take it back a couple of days ago. They beamed in and took us by surprise. I was the only one to make it back here.
Am I glad to see you? Things were looking more than a little ugly until you got here. I'd pour you a drink, but all of the replicators went offline an hour ago. As good as can be, under the circumstances. Still amazed we haven't been, dominated by that alien. The commander thinks it's because we all come from a species with psionic abilities. As good a reason as any, I suppose.
I have a feeling these attacks will intensify as the alien gains strength. If we're going to do something to save this ship, we'll need to do it fast. Let's get down to main engineering. I think we can get a better grip on the security system there and use it to incapacitate both the hostile crew and the alien.
Take these psionic inhibitors with you. We hope to use them on some of our dominated crewmates prior to your arrival. But I suspect they will serve you better at this time. They should protect you if the alien attempts to take control of your minds.
Watch it! They're beaming in reinforcements. Heads up! More hostiles incoming! We've got a couple of problems here. Main power's offline, and there's a lot of Nexus radiation getting past the screens. I'll handle the power situation while you deal with the radiation. Once that's done, we can bring the security systems back online. Nice work. Radiation levels are back in the safe zone, and I've managed to prime the warp core. Give me a hand with it, and we can restore main power. That did it. Main power's back online, and warp core is stable. I've activated most of the security systems, but it looks like the bridge is still under enemy control. It's a good bet that's where the alien is.
This ship and all upon it belong to Cosmo.
Starfleet disagrees with you on that.
Your words mean nothing. Kill them. Kill them now.
We are here to assist you.
I'm reading the alien on sensors. It's back on the forestall. This isn't over yet. The Challenger might be able to fight, but most of this ship's crew is unconscious. Beam back to your ship and deal with the forestall. I'll do what I can here to get the shields up and keep the Madison in one piece.
Shall the battle continue? Shall you strike me anew again and again until nothing remains? Once I was imprisoned within the Nexus, cast away for defying those who called themselves my rulers. And now a new jailer comes, demanding submission. No, I need this ship and everyone on it. They give me what I need to return home and avenge my imprisonment. I will not give them up.
The Challenger stands ready to assist you.
Nicely done. I was able to get a call into Starfleet, and we should have backup here soon. In the meantime, I'll keep working with the crews of the disabled ships. We'll have them up and running again in no time. You saved a lot of lives here today. You showed mercy to someone who wasn't inclined to return the favor. That goes a long way in my book. You're welcome. The Nexus is definitely worth studying, but only under safe conditions. The crews of the Forrestal and the Madison found that out the hard way, I'm afraid. Just like we did on the Enterprise all those years ago.
Interesting report. This alien was trapped for eons in the Nexus and wanted to leave? As I understand it, the Nexus is a paradise. Apparently there's at least one life form out there who disagrees. Fortunately, you saved a lot of lives, and 3 Starfleet vessels. Captain LaForge tells me they'll spend some time in space dock, but they'll be ready for duty again soon. And we can use all the ships we can get on the frontier these days. Well done. The Kentari and Lukari governments have begun work on a joint colonial